back in the X hundreds, old timies, there was a town, and then there was an old woman who lived alone because she was wounded. But
what are we talking about?
wait,
I had to step out.
I'm just setting up the idea. I want to watch this movie with you, Rags. See what you think of it.
What movie?
Darkness Falls. So, the idea, like I said, back in the day, really old-timey times, something hundreds.
Back in the 80s?
Yeah, older than 80 hundreds. So, oldie-timies. There's a town. There's a town. All right, I'm gonna spook you. There's a town. Actually, wait. Let me put on spooky music for the chat. All right, I'm putting on spooky music. Okay,
that's a reference, Mahler.
It's a great. No, I know the reference. It's the fucking nibbled off penis.
I couldn't tell because you've been drinking. I want to make sure that you understand the reference.
All right, I put on spooky music.
I actually just opened another beer.
I put on spooky music. Okay? So there's a town in the 18 whatevers.
I can't hear the music.
I know. I'm sorry. Okay, I'm gonna send you the link.
Is it on the stream?
Yes,
music?
I'm gonna put it on the link to you guys so you can experience the spooky music.
Put it in a watch together so we can all
spooky music and
Oh, you know what? That's true. I should put it in the watch together. You're right. Okay, I'm gonna put it in the watch. Shit, where's the watch together?
Oh, I liked it. It started out good. I like it.
You lost the watch together.
Everybody, look for the watch together link. It's really high up in the chat. Scrolling. I have to scroll past the gigantic comment that Jay left on that weird article. Scrolling.
Oh, that comment.
If anyone has the link, if you could repost it, that would be
fucking
fucking good.
Put it at the bottom. I've just fucking done that.
Good. I'm using it. All right.
Mahler, what if the spooky music's copyright?
Well, if talking over it means that it won't get copyrighted. As long as there's never a time where someone isn't talking, we will be fine. As long as someone's talking, okay? So the second I stop talking to go and do a thing, you guys have got to take over for me, okay? So I'm playing it again.
We'll go like, ooh.
Alright, here's the spooky music. Okay, so in this town, in the 18 thingies, old tisms, there's a town who love their townness. They're like, oh, we're such a good town. Town is great. And then there's this woman who got injured by a thing. I can't remember what it was, but she wears a porcelain mask over all of her face, because her face is all fucked up from being injured. But because she's so sad about being like, oh no one likes me anymore, she says, hey, because this is old-timey town and no one's ever heard of a tooth fairy, she's like, hey kids, if ever you leave a child tooth, because losing an adult tooth is embarrassing. Losing a child tooth, though, that's normal. So if you lose a child tooth, you come to me, and I give you a little coin. And it's a cool little thing. She gets to interact with the kids, and she gives them some money, and she, it's all great. So picture town, forest, house, and that's where she is. Okay. And so one day, these two little kids, the
house is like out of town.
Yeah, because she's ugly. Or she's disfigured. She doesn't want people to see her.
No one wants to live next to the disfigured, ugly tooth lady.
Yes, exactly. So she's sitting over there and she's like.
So what do you want to do to her? You want to try to?
Yes, all of the things you just said. Yes. So she's sitting in her house like la la la, and then one day these parents.
Is this wait a second? Is this the plot of the film you want me to see?
No, this is the history, the lore, if you will, of the film. It doesn't spoil the film whatsoever. This informs the rest of the film, which I will. I'm going to do it for EFAP movies just to see what you guys think.
I'm very
let's do it.
To deport this
let's do it now.
We'll do it after the stream, 100%.
Right now.
Okay.
I'm not going to fall asleep whatsoever.
Let's do it.
Now I'm wide awake.
So,
this is how you wake me up.
So one day,
deporting old people.
She's chilling, she's knitting, whatever you do, and she hears a knock at the door. She's like, "Oh my goodness!" And she opens the door, and there's these angry parents and some townspeople like, "Hey, motherfucker, what'd you do with our kids?" And she's like, "Wait, what?" And it turns out, two kids, a Hansel and Gretel, if you will, went to see her with the intention of trading their children teeth that fell out during the night for coins. They've disappeared. They've disappeared. She killed them, obviously. What else could have happened? They've disappeared. And so they put her on a stake. They're like, this is 100%, she's killed them, 100%. There's nothing else that could have happened. Put her on a stake. They rip off her porcelain mask. By the way, her skin, very sensitive to the sunlight, and she's in pain. She's like, oh my goodness, I wear this because it protects my fragile skin from the sun. And as they set her alight, they put her to flame. They're like, hey, motherfucker, you deserve this. And she's like, you know what, town? You know what, gay town? You deserve all of the curses, every one of them. In fact, every time a child loses their last tooth in this town, I will come to collect it. And if they look at me, if they look upon my disfigured face, I will fucking kill them. You understand? All right, good. Okay, I'm
Christ,
done.
that's very specific in the moment while you're being consumed by flames.
I can't remember if that's actually what she says, but it's spooky nonetheless. And so she dies, and she's burned, and she's dead, and she's all kinds of the. Yes, it's horrible. She's ashes, all of the ashes, and the townspeople, they're horrified. They learn that the children got lost in the forest. They're not dead. They're just like, oh hey, we're here. Hi, sorry, we took a wrong turn. The path was there, and you know, fuck it, we.
You guys didn't do anything stupid while we were gone, right?
No, and they were like, oh my goodness, fuck it. We saw a bread trail, it led us to a candy house, and we ate the candy house, and you guys, no, we just didn't go the right way. And so the townspeople are like, oh my goodness, we killed a woman for no reason, damn. And then fast forward to the opening set of scenes of the movie, and there's a child, a young boy, who's lost his last child's tooth. And he puts it under his pillow, because that's what we all do when we're younger, and we're like, hey, mum, dad, give me some money so I can buy some stuff and for the money. And creepy things happen, and that's I've led you into literally the opening 5 minutes of the movie. So that's
Ooh.
Yeah, that's it. That's
good.
it. That's it. Halloween is literally the coolest time of year.
Halloween's pretty sweet.
Halloween's so cool.